Well, so the question is where is the weekly candle likely to be drawn to? And using what we talked about, as far as our daily bias, I'm kind of using that for the weekly chart. So because we came up here and took out external range liquidity and we closed below the high of this chart, my thought is initially that we could be drawn down to previous week's low to take this out. And I was looking to see if there was a 4-hour fair value gap or something down here that we can target in a discount, to run some liquidity to then, continue our move up.
What's up, family? It's been a long time. How's everybody doing? You good? Hi to the new people that have come to join me on this trading journey. I just played that clip because I want to do this for my journal because I got it right. And I just want to remind myself that with hard work and study and deepening the understanding of what's going on in these charts, that it starts to make sense. And we'll notice that it repeats itself, as ICT says, over and over and over again. So I just want to do this video, which I hope is going to be quick. One of the things that I want to point out, and I do not know why this is, but this video, let me see if I can do this. Shoot. This candle on my weekly chart here, let me see,
That we go to take
this candle right here is a down close candle. And I looked at the set down here and it's off. And then when I looked at the candle for the purposes of this video, set is off. We're on a weekly chart. We're on NQZ, but it's an up close candle. And when we recorded this video, this was on Sunday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So I don't know why that candle is an up close candle. I mean, a down it turned into being a up close candle. So because this candle unless Sunday runs into, no, I don't understand. If somebody understands why this candle that I have the lines on is showing up, I don't understand that. There's something that I'm not getting about why this candle is a down, on this chart, it's an up close candle for that last week, not this past week that we just completed today, but not this week, but this week. Like, why is this an up close candle? I don't understand that. But that aside, based on that video, what I was looking at was for this current week was for price to come down in a discount. And that's what happened. Like, it played out perfectly. And so this is the previous week high. This is a swing low down here. One of the things I did do in that video is oh, I don't think that was record. I didn't share that with you guys, so never mind. So when we look at this, when I was looking at price coming down this week, and I was looking forward to come to a 4-hour fair value gap, this is where it came to. And and then it went up and took out previous one. So it's like it happened exactly how we're taught to read the charts and understand how price is going to move, and it's beautiful. Put this inversion fair value gap or BPR aside over here, because there's a bit of a BPR. That aside, I wasn't even worried thinking about that. I was just looking for a 4-hour premium, excuse me, a discount array. And that's what we got after taking out previous week's low. And so the only I'll say the biggest blunder I made this week is, as I told myself, when price came down here, as it was dropping, was to get some QQQ calls. And I was working on some other stuff, and I totally forgot. So I want to record this video to just remind myself, like, if I'm going to be about this life, I got to be about this life. I got to get get myself together, because there is no reason. Like, I was at the computer, I was just working on something else, and I just blew it. So if we look at QQQ this week, I wanted to get it when it was, dropping down here. So let's just say I got in somewhere down here and I held it till we hit previous week's high, that was a whole at least 10 points, you know? So I wanted to say that. And then also for people who, say, for example, you trade spreads. If you trade spreads on QQQ, then with the understanding that price is going to be drawn up here to previous week's high, it's like you can get rich. You can literally get rich. Oh, and not to mention, look at this. Oh, God. This 2022 YouTube model on the daily chart on QQQ. 2022 YouTube model, stop rate, market structure shift, fair value gap. It came in here once, came back in here again, stopped out people who were long here, and then took it up to previous week's high. So I think, we make it more complex than it is. And if we can just, let me say me, if I could just continue to hone my craft and get in sync with this chart, the sky is the limit. So that is all I wanted to say today. Let's see, this retrace, well, look, that's all I wanted to say, but I keep on talking. This retracement down was also in the golden ratio zone between 618 and 702. We had a daily order block. Maybe a propulsion block. How about that? Let's go with a propulsion block. Let's see, did we hit 50% of this? Okay, there you go. There you go. What else are you gonna do? What can I say? So that was a beautiful week, and that's all I'm gonna say. So I just want to put this in my journal and call it a day. I think that's all I wanted to say about this. That's it. That's it. This happens all the time. It repeats itself over and over and over and over again. Even if you miss this run up here to take out previous week's high, this is a major pool of liquidity. All you got to do is just get ready, wait for your setup, and get in and wait for it to go back down to 50% of that range. There was a short up here, 2022 YouTube model on the 5-minute chart, and you just take it back down to equilibrium. It happened to come to the RTH gap is where it bounced off of. But since we're here, and I love talking about this, and I already said bye, but I'm gonna keep on going just this little bit. So we had taken out previous week's high. And so we had, ran that liquidity, and then we created this little fair value gap right here. Right there. Oops. Fair value gap, stop, could go here or up here. So you're safe. And then you get in and you take that sucker down to 50% of the range. And where it went to, just so you can see, is it bounced off of the RTH gap. Is where it went. Oh, I don't have it set up on this chart as I have it on micros. Yeah, so right here. And I was short, and I got stopped out earlier than I had anticipated because I was not in my right mind. And so I didn't catch it to here. Actually, I had my take profit down here, but in my mind, my first mind was like, go with the top of the gap, or, at least 50% of the gap. But we see all the time how, matter of fact, let me show this. Price will go to, uh, price will go to 25%. And that's where it went here. And another thing I noticed this week was, let me see if I can find this. Check this out. So this was on the 23rd. So what was that? Wednesday price action? Yeah, Wednesday's price action. Check out how we had this gap down. It went to 25% of this RTH gap, and it went down to 25% of the October 5th RTH gap. Is that not insane? And then it also, on this range, the New York range, when it came down here and hit that 25% of the gap, it retraced up to 50% of the range. Do you understand? That's crazy. So in other videos on my YouTube channel, I've talked about this where price will, like, say you're just waiting, and you want to get in on a short, or a long. In this case, a short. Oftentimes what you'll see is price will put in this little dealing range here, and it'll retrace back up to equilibrium as ICT teaches us, and continue to go in the go for the target. So this is, I was in short up here, and I just did not catch as much as the move that I wanted to, and that's okay. But I talked about, I don't even know what video it was on my YouTube channel where, like, this could be a model that you use. Like, if you believe price is going in a certain direction, then let it start in that direction, then wait for it to do its retracement to go back up into equilibrium. In this case, it went to that 5-minute 2022 YouTube model, and then just went down to the target. My goodness. It's so beautiful. So anyway, I'll cut it short so I don't keep you guys too long. I hope everybody's well. Everybody's doing well with their trading, and with their mindset and with their risk management. And just whatever you do, don't ever give up. Keep on going, and always be cool, and always stay in trading school. Thank you so much. Love you lots. Bye.